Weirdcore is a popular subgenre of internet culture. Associating or claiming weirdcore to be an aesthetic is casting oneself out into the vast sea of internet virtual space, relating characters, songs, images, just graphical contemporary works in general. When looking at weirdcore works, there are certain common themes present and reoccurring. Most notably would be the present of feeling like you're being watched. There can also be fear found in the lack of, essentially liminality being present in these works. Lastly, specifically weirdcore images might carry some small narrative. Sometimes they correlate with the image, however they don't necessarily have to. So is there a deeper meaning behind this subgenre? Well, that's up to interpretation. Because weirdcore exists as art in its purest form, majority of the works can be critiqued and viewed from a subjective level. It's the difference between an image that is singly a liminal space photo with stock eyes, compared to an image like this one created by Liminal Tyler. Here, it's possible to observe genuine intention in the creative process. It's extremely layered and complex in its approach to evoke emotion. There are only a handful of colors, primarily being yellow, green, and blue. The image feels full, with there being a lack of negative space. Every part of the image has some applied effect or detail, deepening the image's composure. I'll admit that an image like this is rather goofy, but that's exactly what it's trying to do. The image is almost telling you to smile. Everywhere you look, there are these faces that are smiling at you. These posts, the television, the door that leads somewhere else supposedly. The image is even hyper-aware, reinforcing the fact that you are being watched. To dive fully into the uncanny, examining the television, one might notice that it reads "Something bad will happen soon. Just remember to keep smiling." This image is extremely nuanced in its approach, being carefully crafted to force you to feel some fictional form of fun. This can be juxtaposed to weirdcore edits that primarily base themselves off the obscure. Images filled to the brim with weird internet references and mashing color explosions. This image by Vinicom is overwhelming with its obscurity. However, there's so much applied, and like Tyler's, you can see intention in the artwork. The image contains two halves, both oppositely reflecting each other. One containing a dark subject matter of a scene that almost resembles a stealth or horror game, the other being equally as disturbing, as being despite labeled pink vision, the horror is revealed in the trademark. This side is only a facade to distract from the real objective, as the minimap still contains targets for the player to drill. This image from Cheesy's contains enough editing augmentation to where it appears entirely otherworldly. The caption reads, "So what brings you here today?" offering the viewer a question. This is already confusing. It looks to be some type of kitchen. Many of the cabinets and walls have this cow pattern applied to them. The indoor environment is blending against an outdoor bright blue sky. There's this mysterious ball, orb, or marble that's completely shadowless. And lastly, the image contains this heavy and harsh compression, pairing well with the plain kitchen layout. Weirdcore as a concept exists across the internet. I'm only examining a narrow lens of artworks in this video. It exists across music, videos, and any other virtual form of contemporary self-expression. What the internet correlates or associates being weird appears as some form of self-reflection. These images contain barrages of questions, judgmental statements, and just the feeling of anxiety. Like an omnipresent isolation that is crying out to be heard, weirdcore is a reminder that there is a meaning in the obscure, that everything is a choice and all choices matter, even choosing not to choose and letting fate run its course. At the end of the day, weird is what you make it.